Okay. We're live. We are live on YouTube. This is fun. I hope you guys are there. I'm kind of putting up a picture of the Ghost Boy here because people love this character. I think I'm going to call him Donnie Fillman. But what do you guys think? Donnie Fillman, Davy Fanmore. I know Johnny Ransom. That's what I'll call him. Well, no, here's a quick sketch I did of Danny Phantom. It's a brush pen sketch on obviously a Sketchpad page. There you go. So check that out. And I hope you guys like it. Hey, it's me, Butch Hartman. How you doing? Good to see you. Guys, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in live. This is I think my third or fourth live broadcast. I think it's my third, actually. So I think, look at my channel. You see how many there are. Hope you guys enjoyed the YouTube live format thus far. I think it's kind of cool. It's really a good way for me to be able to interact with the audience in a really, kind of instantaneous way. It's a lot of fun. And as usual, I like to draw, so here's a picture of Danny Phantom. You probably already saw that. If you're just tuning in, there it is. I might just reveal it a little bit later. But I got a couple cool things to talk about today, and I wanted to also, before I talk about what I'm going to talk about, I like to draw people. I always like to draw a couple of the fans. And if you are being so kind as to watch the channel right now, and if you're a fan of mine, we call you a heart fan. There you go. If you're a heart fan and you want to get your picture drawn by me, just put a picture of you online somewhere, put hashtag ButchDrawMe, and I guarantee you one of my many, many minions who I have slaving away on the internet right now will find your picture, and you just might get drawn by me on my live channel. So today, I'm going to start off by drawing, oh look, another picture. Well, he's not one of my fans really, but I'm a fan of his. Look, it's a picture of Tucker Foley. Look at that. I was doing some Danny Phantom stuff lately. It's always fun to sketch characters. Even though Danny Phantom's not a currently running show right now on Nickelodeon, it's still a lot of fun to draw the characters. So that's a picture of Tucker Foley. And if you follow me on any of the other platforms like Instagram or Twitter or any of the other platforms at all where I post drawings, you'll see that I don't really post a lot of drawings in color a lot. I just don't have time a lot to color things. It really takes a while to draw something and then to color it. Sometimes some people are faster than others. I am pretty fast, but sometimes I just love to draw something real fast in pen and then put it up real quick online. So forgive me if there's not a lot of things in color, but I will strive to do more color drawings for you in the future. And hey, you know what? I always draw in pen. I don't really use a pencil sketch to start off with. Here's a picture of Logan. I was thinking about drawing this character Logan, calling him Wolverine maybe. He's got claws in his hands. I don't know if it'll work as a character. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe be a fun comic book character. Hey, speaking of comic books, I have my own comic book now, and I'll be showing it to you in just a moment. I don't know if you've heard me talk about it online or not, but I have entered the world of comic books, and I'll be getting into that in just a moment. But for now, we're going to draw a couple of the fans. So I'll be speaking in code to my cameraman. His name is Jace. You can't see him, but I'll be speaking in code. Hey, Jace!
Yes.
Yeah, do we have anybody I can draw right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Alexia sent in. She said, hi from Romania.
Alexia from Romania. And she wants me to let me show you guys what she looks like. And he's going to give me his phone right now real quick. Here we go. Okay, good. All right, this is Alexia with her pet cat. Alexia is from Romania. And I'm going to be drawing her. You know, Romania is over near Transylvania, where vampires come from. I'm not saying she's a vampire. I know she's probably a vampire hunter. I would say that. She's very beautiful. So, and does she have cat ears on there herself? Okay, so I'd imagine we have to do a cat-themed drawing of her. So this is Alexia, and I will draw her right now. And as I draw her, I'm going to be talking to you guys still. And let me see. So what I do is I sort of put the picture down here, and let's see. She's got her cat, but what I'll do is I'll draw her without her cat just for now. I'll just draw her face. Let's see. I'll put this up against my cup. There we go. And let's see. She's a very pretty girl. So girls, you always want to try kind of draw girls with big eyes. I'm using a brush pen here, by the way. This is a cool little brush pen. That has like a little brush tip on it. Really cool inks you can get out of here. And you can use it. You can do a thick line or a thin line. It's a lot of fun. And let's see. My cameraman's phone is falling asleep within 3 minutes, so I have to have my cameraman set his phone to not fall asleep in 3 minutes next time. All right, so there we go. So you see I've got the eyes. The eye shape is going. Got the nose there. And let's see, she has really big eyes, this Alexia girl from Romania. Romania! I wonder if she talks like she is from Soviet Union, like that. Let's see, okay. There we go. I love the Russian accent. I think it's very intriguing. I like the accent big time. I think it makes you sound smarter and more mysterious.
People are asking, what's the hashtag to get drawn by you?
People want to know what the hashtag is to get drawn by me. The hashtag is #ButchDrawMe. BUTCH Draw Me. And if you guys do that, we're going to do 2 more people on this live broadcast. And so I'm sitting here drawing Alexia. She's very pretty. And she's young, very young girl. This is her we got to set this phone up to go to sleep within 30 seconds. And so let's see. So with young people, when you draw them, you want to make sure that their eyes are very big. They're the biggest part of their face. And let's see, her hair is back. Her hair is pulled back from her face. And I've got to put the cat ears on her too. So let's see. Okay. And here's her ears. Wow, Lexi, you're getting drawn by someone on YouTube. I hope you enjoy this. I wonder what time it is in Romania right now. They got to be like 9 or 10 hours ahead of us, I would say. So you see this brush pen is really cool to give thick and thin lines. It's a lot of fun. She has a lot of long hair that comes down around her face like this. Yep, there we go. And you'll notice when you start drawing hair and eyes and things like that, that you don't really have to draw every single line. Just a few little lines will give the indication, and the viewer's brain will fill in the rest. So we'll give Alexia her cat ears. She wants those in the picture, obviously. And there you go. And I will sign this picture. Ta-da! So there we go. Can you get a good shot of that? There's Alexia, and here's Alexia there. That's her. Dun, dun, dun. I also do my own theme music with my own mouth. It's really weird. Okay, so there we go. Alexia, and there's my cameraman's phone. I'm going to give my cameraman back his phone. He's going to set it so it won't go off within 8 seconds of turning it on. Okay. So anyway, what's really kind of cool is I've just entered the world of comic books, like I said. And I don't know if there's any comic book fans out there. If there are some comic book fans, I encourage you to keep reading comics. I don't recommend the super dark comics, dark stories that are so depressing and sad and real. When I was a kid, comics were a lot lighter. They were a lot more fun, I would say. I'm not putting down comics in any way at all. I think to each his own. But when you get to be an older person and you start seeing the way things have changed and turned, you kind of compare them to the way you liked them when you were younger. And it's interesting because the comic books of today seem they're really like almost they're trying to shock in some way. And so anyway, it depends on what the story is, it depends on who the characters are. I always find myself going back to the classics like, Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, and speaking of dark, Batman has gotten very dark. But I love movies like the Avengers movies. They're a lot of fun, they're very light. There's some serious moments in there, but there's a lot of really cool, action, fun stuff in the Marvel movies. I really love that stuff. Anyway, comic books are a lot of fun, and comic books have become very adult. I think by becoming adults so quick, they've made kids kind of grow up too fast, and I don't like that. I think childhood is something to be nurtured and cherished, and something to be enjoyed as long as possible. I'm not saying be a child your whole life and don't pay your own bills or don't live with your parents till you're 40 years old, but I am saying enjoy your childhood. And so the comic book that I've come up with is definitely a comic that I would have read when I was younger. It's not for a super young audience. I would say my comic book is for an audience of kids between, let's say, ages 9 and, let's say, 17. That's what I would say it is. And here it is. We're going to show a little bit of it. Can we pull back a little bit, cameraman? This is my comic book. It is called, this is not the book, this is a poster, but it's called The 3 O'Clock Club. 3 O'Clock Club. And this poster is extremely cool. I did not draw this poster. I'm just going to be upfront right now about that. I did not draw this poster, although I wish I did. This is an amazingly beautiful drawing that was drawn by a gentleman who lives in Israel, and his name is Erez Zadok, Z-A-D-O-K. And so Erez Zadok, I wish that was my name too. He's got a lot of Z's in there. Having Z's is a cool name like Zorro, or like Zabulon. That'd be a cool name to have. Anyway, okay, so the 3 O'Clock Club. What's it about? I'll tell you about it in just a second. I'm going to draw one more person. Okay, so there's 3 O'Clock Club. So we're going to draw one more person. And if my cameraman, Jace.
Mm-hmm. Well, somebody on Twitter.
Named
Vinyl G4CE asked some questions about your YouTube videos, and he asked,
Right.
did you take breaks when doing the 100 layer challenge of cartoons?
Okay. I have a video out there. You can check it out on my channel. It's called 100 Layers of Cartoons, and it's pretty cool. I basically draw over 100 characters in 3 minutes, so check it out. And he wants to know, did I take breaks? Obviously, the film is sped up. I didn't do it in 3 minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm revealing a Hollywood secret. But check out the video. I think you really enjoy it. And what I did was I drew, basically, I didn't erase. I didn't even draw in pencil. I drew all in pen. And we filmed it. It was over a 3-hour period. And when I did the video, I did take some breaks. I took a couple of breaks simply because my hand was getting a little bit tired. Not a lot. I don't really get tired when I draw. When I draw that long for that length of time, I do get a bit. I won't say the word tired. My hand just gets sore. It needs a break. So I think I took 2 breaks in there. One to use the restroom, and then one to just kind of rest my hands. So yeah, I did take breaks. Good question. Anybody else have a question, Mr. Cameron?
We're ready for you to draw somebody. You did hashtag Butch Draw Me.
Here we go. I'm ready to have someone else be drawn. Who will it be?
Bo Bush.
Bo Bush.
Football player.
Bo Bush. Check this guy out. Wow, check this guy out. Okay, hold on 1 second. This is Bo Bush right here. You guys see him? He's a young man, young handsome guy in his football jersey. It's a green jersey. Are they called the Leprechauns or something like that? The football team?
Probably.
Okay, that's what I would think. And the phone has gone to sleep instantaneously.
It has a mind of its own.
It doesn't mind. Okay, there you go. So there's Bo Bush, and I'm going to draw him real quick. Let's see here. I will draw this young man. If I can blow up his. There we go. I'm going to enlarge the head area a little bit because that's all I'm going to draw right now. But let's enlarge that. Again, I will prop my super. You'll see the super expensive stand I have here. There we go. Propping up between that and that. Oh boy, there we go. All right. So let's see. He is also a young man. Also a young person, I should say. And so let's kind of get the shape of his face. Now when you draw, again, if you've drawn for a long time like I have, sometimes you want to put down guidelines. I don't really do that anymore. I used to, but sometimes you can. I kind of just go for it sometimes, especially when I'm doing a video like this. This video is more for entertainment value than teaching, so I like to kind of go a little bit quicker maybe. Let's get his hair. He's got kind of a crew cut-ish kind of hair. Let me see. There goes the phone. Okay. Just trying to keep it on. All right. Hey, Jace, do we have any audience people watching, do you think?
Yeah, we just got a question come in. Another
Yes.
comic book question. They're asking, do you have any ideas for a Danny Phantom comic book series?
Do I have any ideas? I've got a lot of ideas for a Danny Phantom comic book series. The only problem is, people always say to me, bring back Danny Phantom, and I am so flattered and honored that they do say that, but I can't do that because I don't own the rights to Danny Phantom anymore. I sold those rights to Nickelodeon years ago when I made the show, and that's how it works when you sell a show to a network. They basically pay you to make the show, and you make it, and then they own it, and that's how that happened. But in doing so, they paid me and paid a lot of other people to be employed while making it. So that was a lot of fun.
Another question about 3 O'Clock Club. Why make it a comic instead of animation?
Very good. Well, 3 O'Clock Club started out as a animated idea. I take it back. It started off as a live-action idea. And here we go. I think Bo Bush is just about done. I'll do a little bit of action on his teeth here. There you go, and get his neck in there, and boom. That's him. There he is. We'll do a little shading on his ears here, a little bit of shadow there. Okay, so that's our man. That's him. A little bit of Bo Bush there. Can you guys see that? He's got freckles. He have freckles? A couple freckles? We'll put some freckles on his face, just a couple. Because kids sometimes have little freckles on their face. You can see that there. All right, I will sign this bad boy. Again, if you're an artist, develop a cool signature. It makes the drawing look even better. I've seen amazing drawings get ruined by a bad signature. The artist has just a terrible signature, and it's a shame because their drawing will be great, but then the signature looks very amateurish. So, being an artist isn't just doing the drawing, it's about the whole package. It's about presenting yourself in a professional way. Okay, back to the 3 O'Clock Club. I'll answer your question in a second. So 3 O'Clock Club started off as a live action idea. A friend of mine and I, his name is Jordan Gorfinkel, Jordan and I came up with this idea. I did not come up with this idea on my own, which is actually kind of cool. Sometimes it is fun to work with partners, but make sure that you can trust them and that they're good people. But 3 O'Clock Club started off as a TV idea, and we loved it. It's about a group of kids. Here's the group. I'll introduce them to you individually. It's a group of kids. They go to a high school called Mayflower High, and something super weird happens every day at 3 o'clock. Every day. And what happens weird, do you ask? Well, the weird thing that happens is this giant portal opens up every day at 3 o'clock. There's the portal. And every day at 3 o'clock, the members of the 3 o'clock club have to fight and stop and put back whatever comes out of the portal at 3. And they have 1 hour to do it. If they take more than an hour to stop the threat, at 4 o'clock, more threats come out and the entire world will get overrun. But if they do stop the threat and put it back into the portal, then everything goes back the way it was. Everything gets erased completely, and nobody else remembers what happened except the 3 o'clock club. And why do they remember? Because they have these special badges. Badge there, badge there. It says 3OC on it, extremely cool. So all the 3 o'clock club members have these badges, and the cool thing about it is every generation of kids has its own 3 o'clock club. And the 3 o'clock club has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. And I'm not going to tell you exactly how it's been around for hundreds of years. There is, one of these kids is a little more mature than he looks. Let's just put it that way. And I don't want to unravel the whole, or unveil the whole mystery to you. I want you to read the book and check it out. But I will introduce the characters to you. But before I do that, we're going to draw one more person.
We have a question also.
Another question, yes.
A question from, I'm going to butcher the name, but it's Gerudo Vo Rep.
Gerudo Vo Rep. What a great name. Why would you butcher that name? Yeah, go ahead.
He said, seriously, how do you have the time to run Bunsen, a YouTube channel, the NOOG Network, and more? So much. How do you juggle it all? That's
a very good question. How do I do Bunsen is a Beast, which, by the way, is coming out with a brand new episode tomorrow, Friday, at Nickelodeon at 5:30. Bunsen is a Beast also is on tonight at 5:30 on Nickelodeon. It's a rerun episode, but it's only been on one time before this, so check it out. Bunsen is a Beast, 5:30 tonight. You'll love it. And then a brand new episode tomorrow night with Jerry Trainer from iCarly. He's guest starring as Bunsen and Mikey's best friend, Commander Cone, the sad, pathetic ice cream man. It's very, very funny. So check those episodes out. And how do I run Bunsen, NOOG Network, 3 O'Clock Club, and all my other stuff? You know what it is, man? I love what I do. I love what I do. You have to ask yourself this question. Do you love what you do every single day? I know if you're a kid in school, you probably don't love every day of what you're doing, but there's going to be a time in your life, maybe even now, might be aspects of school or aspects to your life that you absolutely love, things you can't wait to go do. You know what I mean? If it's video games, that's fine. And if you can make a living at that, great. But it should be something more creative than that. Like, let's be creative and make our own video games. I don't mind you playing video games. That's great. But why don't you make your own video game and become an entrepreneur that way? I'd rather see you do that than spend your whole life playing someone else's video games. Unless you're making millions of dollars at it. That's a whole different story. But I love what I do, so I don't mind doing it. I love getting up and going to work every day, which is at Nickelodeon. I love developing Bunsen. I work on that all day at Nickelodeon. The YouTube channel, I do it a couple times a week, maybe once a week, so that doesn't take too much time. And at night, when I work, I'm drawing all the time. I go home at night and I draw even more. I don't really ever stop. I love what I do. I love sketching. I love writing. I love interacting with people like this. I love getting your feedback. I want to see what you like. And I've got some really cool stuff coming up, even from this point. There's even more stuff coming up with the NOOG Network. There are so many cool things happening with new episodes of shows coming out. We have animators we're working with all over the country. We have some more live action ideas we're working on. And the best part about that is I can do it all at my own pace. And so if I don't get 15 things done every single day, no big deal, because I control the whole thing. That's the fun part. So yeah, just start doing, I would just recommend, if you want to start doing a lot of things, start off by doing one thing. Do that one thing really well and build from there. You're not going to be, you can't be everything at once automatically because you're not good at everything. But you're very good at one thing right now. And, you're always going to, I'm a Christian guy and I believe in God. And I always say that God will bless whatever's in your hand. Whatever you use in your hand, whatever you've got in your hand right now, God will bless it. I don't care if it's one pencil, if you can play one instrument, if you only have the ability to type, whatever it is, if you can sing, if all you can do is encourage people, whatever that might be, if you can do any of those things, Start doing it. Use the gift that you have, and God's going to bless that gift because it's something that's in your hand. He'll always bless what you have. He's never going to make you go find something you're not good at. He's given each and every one of us something special inside, and he's going to expand that if you will just be willing to use it. Okay? There you go. So that was a big, long answer for that question, but I hope it helped. Okay, who else can I draw?
We have Brittany Violet.
Here's a Cosmo picture. That's not Brittany, but there's a Cosmo picture if you guys want to see that. Brittany Violet.
Another cat.
Okay, we'll just make this the cat lady day. And a lady's dressed like a cat, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's see. Let me see. Okay, this is Brittany Violet.
Her cat ears are in her headphones.
I wonder why she's called Brittany Violet. Look at that, everybody. Is that a good shot? Can we see that? Is the phone going to sleep?
Yep, now it is.
Okay, touch the phone. Touch the phone.
There we go.
A mystery hand came in. Okay, good. Brittany Violet, and she has cat ears on too, and she has beats on her ears. So here we go. Let's give this a shot. Brittany Violet. I don't have any purple pencils. I wish I did, or a purple marker. I'd draw her. Okay, let's see. Brittany Violet art. Oh, hey, and first of all, Brittany, thank you very much for even wanting to be involved in me drawing you. Now, she's got some very large eyes here, very large eyes. And she's not as young as the last girl, I don't think. She's a teeny bit older. Still very young, believe me. So we'll make those eyes. Now, all eyes aren't super round. You want to make them cartoony like Fairly Odd Parents, you can do that. But human beings' eyes, real human beings, aren't very round. They're very oval shaped. And this girl has a lot of dark eye makeup on in this particular picture. So we want to make sure that we capture that. Your job as an artist is to draw what's there, and to, if you're drawing somebody that is, and to enhance it a little bit if you can, and to put your own spin on it. And I hope she's not, also you don't want to offend anybody, so I'm trying to draw this as closely to her as I can. Now she's got these like bangs that kind of come down straight in this picture. I think this was no, I'm not going to say it was a Halloween costume. I think she just dresses this way.
Kirby on Twitter asked, are there any retro cartoons you would want to reboot?
Oh, yes. Are there any retro cartoons I'd want to reboot? Well, you guys are going to love this when I say, well, maybe you will. I hope you like this answer. I would love to reboot Speed Racer as a cartoon. That'd be my number one, Speed Racer. I grew up watching that as a kid, and I just love Speed Racer, and I think that'd be a blast. And I think I could do a really good job with it, too. Really do an anime, have some CG in there for the car, the Mach 5, and I want to stay very true to the original material, of course, because I think that's the stuff everybody loves. Okay, there's her eyes. She's got some really big eyelashes, too, and I put the cartoony eyelashes on, to kind of give it that girl feel. There you go. And let's see. Okay, now she's got these dark eyebrows, too. Oh, get to the phone. Battery's going low. Okay, I'm going to try and finish this before the battery runs out on that phone. You can tell this is live because we are completely unprepared. All right, good. So let's see. We're getting her face, her cheekbone. We go down and we do her chin.
Johnny on Twitter asked, what was your favorite cartoon to create? What was the most fun process?
Oh, the most fun process, I would say, and you're probably not, this might not want to be the answer you want to hear. I think Fairly Odd Parents was probably, I shouldn't say you don't want to hear that answer. Everybody wants me to say Danny Phantom for everything. But I really had a great time making Fairly Odd Parents. I really, really did. It was so much fun because it came out completely out of nowhere. I was nobody when it was made, and just to kind of get that to the top of the heap and to meet all the amazing people I got to meet during the process and all the fun things I got to do. How's that looking so far? Before the battery runs out. How's that going? We doing good there?
Nice.
Okay, looking good? Okay. And what I'm going to do, I'll put little cat ears on her. I'll put cat ears up here. Here we go. And let's see, I'll put cat ears kind of over here.
Kara here on YouTube asked, what's your favorite markers that you use?
My favorite markers. Well, right now I'm using these brush pens, and these are called Zebra brush pens. And they're actually from, I think they're from Japan. You can see the writing on the side there. Can you see the writing on there? Zebra, some little Japanese writing. I think it's either Chinese or Japanese. I can't read either, so please don't be offended if I've offended anybody. I just don't know how to read that language. Okay, the phone's going to die soon. She's got very long, silky hair.
Nova on YouTube asked, who are some artists you looked up to when you were a kid?
I really looked up to, there's a comic book artist I love named John Byrne, who I loved. There was a guy named Garcia Lopez who I really liked. He was also a comic book artist. A comic book artist named Kurt Swan. I looked up to Walt Disney. I looked up to who else? Oh, it was Chuck Jones, of course. I looked up to Chuck Jones. Loved Chuck, and Tex Avery. Loved Tex Avery. And it was funny as a kid. I'd watch the cartoons on TV. And there's this guy named Tex Avery, but every one of his cartoons would be the funniest one. And so I was like, I got to follow that guy. So I think I got a lot of my humor from Tex Avery. Okay, here we go. This is Brittany Violet. Not Violent, Violet. Brittany Violet. I hope I got it right. It's close. Close enough. I hope you enjoyed that, Brittany. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think it's all right. Sometimes it's tricky when you are doing something off of a phone. It keeps shutting off every 4 seconds. Okay, so there you go. Jace, here's your phone back.
Thank you very much.
Yes, exactly. So, okay, so let me go back to the 3 o'clock club. Here we go. Now, this comic book is from Lion Forge Comics, okay? So go on the Lion Forge website, Lion Forge, F-O-R-G-E, Lion Forge, and they are selling 3 o'clock club. And it's by myself, Jordan Gorfinkel. We are the writers and the creators, and this fantastically amazing artist named Erez Zadok. He's just brilliant. He's fantastic. He draws every episode, every issue, I should say. Because I don't have time to draw them, but I'm actually glad because he draws them and they're just fantastic. So okay, let's start off. This is the current version of the 3 o'clock club for today's modern era. This girl, his name is Zell. Her name is Zell, and she is a girl who is of Indian heritage, and she's a gamer. Zell's a gamer, and she has this really cool floating orb right here that flies around. And she's in absolute control of it. So that's her weapon. Each one of these 3 o'clock clubbers, I should say, has their own weapon. It's their own cool weapon given to each one specifically for them. And the weapons are, some are from modern day, some are from past times, and some are sort of steampunky, sort of kind of thrown together weapons. But they're all super useful and super awesome. So this is Zell, gamer, awesome orb. Okay. This is Q. His name is Q, Shane Quintero. And he is our Hispanic gentleman. He's the leader of the 3 o'clock club. And this is his staff. He's not, I mean, they're not his staff like his group of people, but this is his actual staff. And the staff is sort of a steampunky thing that puts out an electromagnetic field that will help defeat whatever comes out of the portal. Okay? This is Drew. Drew Jung, J-U-N-G. And he's of Asian heritage, and his weapon is this really cool bolo that he swings around. And the story is kind of told at the beginning through Drew's eyes. Drew is the newest member of the 3 o'clock club. And this is his sister. Her name is Juniper Jung. And she also is one of the major stars of the 3 o'clock club. It's kind of told through their eyes, because we're following them for the first time into the world of the 3 o'clock club. And this guy up here is named Roland P. Washington III. And he is sort of our comic relief guy, but he's very serious, very good fighter. And check out his weapon. It's a pogo stick with a giant fist on the bottom. So it's pretty cool, and he's very good at using it, and he's good at pounding things. You'll notice this guy back here on the skateboard way in the back. Who's he? I'm not going to tell you. You have to go and get the book, 3 o'clock club from Lion Forge Comics. Now, issues 1 and 2 just came out yesterday. What's today, the 13th? Yeah, today's 13th. So it came out April 12th. Yeah, April 12th, yesterday. Issues 1 and 2. They're super fantastic. I think you'll love them. And I really want to know what you guys think of it, because it's a story we worked very, very hard on. It's a very deep story. And we're going to go even deeper with it. But it's not just like, oh, what a cool story. These kids fight these monsters. No, it's a lot deeper than that. So I want you guys to read it. Let me know what you think, because we really need your feedback. We're really curious, so check it out. And you'll find out who this guy is, too. I think you'll really be excited to know who he is. So, again, we got Zell, Shane, known as Q, Drew, June, and Roland. And this is the 3 o'clock club. And I think you'll dig it. It is a blast. You'll love it. Also, tomorrow, don't forget to watch Bunsen is a Beast. Hold on, I got a cool poster here. Watch Bunsen is a Beast on Nickelodeon tomorrow night, 5:30, brand new episode. And tonight at 5:30, there is an episode coming on. It's already been on a couple times, but it is a fantastic episode, so check it out. And there you go. And so Bunsen is a Beast is going to be coming on tonight and tomorrow, 5:30 Nickelodeon. Check it out. Hope you guys really love it because we love working on it. It's so much fun. We did a recording today. In fact, we had the voice actors into Nickelodeon today recording. If you guys want to see me do a live video from the recording studio sometime, let me know. Because I think if I ask Nickelodeon about that, they might just let me do it. So we'll see. If you guys want to do it, though, comment in the comment section below. I really need to know if you guys want to see that. Okay. And some more questions. Let's hear them.
Yeah. On Twitter, Kate Tilton asked, what are your favorite books in general?
Wow.
Comic books, novels, whatever kind of books.
Wow, my favorite books. Very good question. When I was a kid, I used to read a lot of, you're going to laugh when I say this because you probably didn't expect this answer, but I read a lot of Stephen King when I was a kid. I read a lot of his books, and I used to love Stephen King. I still do. I haven't read Stephen King in a long time. I don't have a lot of time to read novels very much, but I absolutely loved Stephen King back in the day. The book The Stand, the book Carrie, the book, what was the other book? There's a short book of short stories called Night Shift. That's absolutely fantastic. Another book of short stories called Skeleton Crew. His books are very compelling, very mysterious. I sort of like those thriller type of stories. I like those a lot. I also love, sort of like spy novels and things like that, like some Robert Ludlum books like that. And I really enjoyed comic books. I love anything written in comic books by Alan Moore. Anything written by Alan Moore I love. Like Watchmen is one of my all-time favorite books. And I actually like the Watchmen movie because I thought it was so true to the comic book. But to be honest with you, I think Netflix should do a Watchmen series. They should do a 12-issue series. That would be the coolest thing. Or HBO should do it or something. That'd be the true way to tell Watchmen because you can't tell it in one movie. But they gave it a shot. I enjoyed it. And I also love comic books. I love... like I said, I would just read. The very first comic character I ever collected was The Flash, believe it or not. I thought, one day as a kid, I go into the comic store, I'm going to collect comics someday. I know what it was. I walked into my 7-Eleven. I didn't have a comic store where I lived. I walked up to the comic book rack. I said, I'm going to become a comic collector today. Who should I collect? And I went, The Flash looks cool. So I started buying every Flash comic. I learned all about The Flash. The original Barry Allen Flash I'm talking about. So that was my first character. And I love comic books and stuff like that. Also animation books I used to read a lot as well.
Croc Stop, going off of that, I think he's doing this as a compliment. He said, nerd alert. And
Okay.
Metasprite asked, going off Stephen King,
Yeah.
Did you see the It trailer?
Oh, I did. The newest It trailer. I did see it, yes. I don't recommend it for young people. It's a pretty scary trailer. They actually made a TV movie of It back in the early 90s, and I was such a fan of the book. I actually enjoyed it. It was a TV miniseries. It was pretty good. They did a real good job in it back then. But this movie looks legit scary, and I don't see a lot of scary movies. It might surprise you. I like reading Stephen King, but seeing the movie sometimes, I'm not a big fan of scary movies in that way because I have a very vivid imagination. And if I'm home alone, and I start thinking about the movie, so I just don't go there with myself. But hey, I really hope you enjoy it if you see it. But I like a lot of family films. What I did, I just saw Kong Skull Island, and I absolutely thought it was fantastic. I loved it. My daughter and I saw it. My daughter Sophia, my youngest daughter, she is kind of a nerd like me, so she'll go to all the nerd movies with me, and we really loved it. And I thought Kong Skull Island was one of those movies that I thought was so great because I wasn't expecting it to be that good, and it was different than I thought it would be, and I really, really loved it. So, hey, everyone's got their own opinion. I'll take one more question, Jace.
Ooh, okay.
One more.
Here's a fun one.
A fun question. Here we go.
Random fun. Alexander Carlson said, who would win in a fight, Vicky or Jazz?
Wow. Good question. Who would win in a fight? Vicky from Fairly Odd Parents or Jazz from Danny Phantom? Okay, well, it's kind of interesting because, first of all, they're both redheads, so they're both very fiery. Okay, so there's a lot of internal fire there. I almost think Jazz would win because she's probably smarter. But I think Vicky's overall just Wolverine rage would just... I don't think you could stop Vicky. I think Vicky, she's like Jason from Friday the 13th. You could probably just cut off every one of her limbs and she would just keep coming at you. So you'd have to do something really bad to Vicky to stop her. So I was going to say, if it's regular rules, like boxing rules, Jazz wins. But if it's prison rules, I'm thinking Vicky wins all day long. Yeah, so there you go. Okay, everybody. I think have we had every topic? I think we talked about Bunsen. Please watch tonight at 5:30. It is great. If you're on the East Coast, it's already come on. West Coast, 5:30. Watch Bunsen on Nickelodeon. Please watch. It's going to be awesome. We worked really hard on this show to make it funny. I hope you guys enjoy it. Watch Bunsen is a beast. Check it out. I think you'll love it. Also, on the Coming out soon, I've got a brand new batch of stickers, Noog Tune stickers coming out on the App Store. So check those out. They're for your iPhone. They're very cool. And don't forget to check this out, guys. My very, very first comic book ever, the 3 O'Clock Club. 3 O'Clock Club, and I think it's gonna be a big hit. I think you guys will love it. It's right up your alley, and there's just enough mystery and intrigue to it to keep you wanting to read episode after episode, or you should say issue after issue. Okay, so check that out. And what else do we have to talk about? What else did I miss? I know we had a couple things I wanted to mention, but that's about it, I think, guys. So have a great rest of your week. Have a great Easter. We've got a brand new video coming out tomorrow, so check it out. Also, check out my How to Draw the Easter Bunny video if you haven't seen that one yet. I do 3 different styles of Easter Bunny. I think there's a 4th one in there, too. That's kind of cool. So check that out, all right? Thanks for watching, everybody. Live has been fun. We'll do another one soon. Hope you're doing well. I'll see you later. Thanks.